Welcome to the channel. Today is Monday when I'm releasing this, and I am making a Monday minimalist bracelet. Some tiny little beads here, and the star of the show is this little kitty cat face bead. So let's make the perfect bracelet for yourself or for a friend. If you're new to the channel, I'm Vicki, and we are going to make a perfectly cute minimalist bracelet using this kitty cat face bead. I've got some 49 strand wire, and this is a 0.018, and this wire works with a number 1 crimp bead or number 2 crimp tube. I'm using a crimp tube today. I think I'm going to make the bracelet about 7.5 inches. That's 7.5 right here, so I'm going to add another 3 inches to it. So I have 1.5 inches extra to work on each end. You might like to have a little more, but 1.5 works pretty good for me. And in this little bowl, I have the kitty cat bead, the focal point of our minimalist bracelet today. I have a lobster clasp, a closed jump ring, 2 little heart beads, spacer beads, because I just couldn't resist adding some hearts to this one. They're small. And I recently showed you these neat spacer beads that I upcycled from a memory wire bracelet. A lot easier to take the beads off than to put all of these on, for sure. Look at all the pretty spacer beads I have. So I have a bunch of these, not sure how many I'll need. And then I have some tiny little, I believe these are 3mm crystals. When I say I believe they're 3mm, I'm going to check it. Nope, not 3, they're 4, because it falls through the hole. And I have links for my tools that I'm using today and for this template, millimeter template, and things like that below the video, including this little tweezer scoop. As I said, I don't know how many of these I'll need, so I've got quite a few to work from. Oh, and I also have in here, maybe I shouldn't have put them in here. I have my little crimp tubes. There it is. I spy a crimp tube. As far as tools, I use scissors to cut the wire. I have a crimping tool, and really not much else. Oh, and there is one other thing. I like to use 2 little 3mm round beads, one at each end where I'm attaching the clasp. Let's get rolling here. Let's go ahead and put a crimp tube on here. Run this up through the loop of the lobster clasp and back through the tube. Make sure the wires are sitting side by side and not crossed over each other. And one way to help with that is to go ahead and thread 1 bead on here at least. I'm using my little round 3mm bead so that I can put the wire end, the short end, through that bead, and just make sure that everything is side by side, not crossing over itself. I do want a little bit of flexibility here, so I'm not going to push it up all the way, but enough, far enough. And then I have my crimping tool. Every crimping tool works a little bit different. My crimping tool instructions say first position, the first position, fattens it just slightly. The second, which folds it into a little hot dog bun shape, rotate it on its side and back to first position. And then I can rotate it a few times in first position and make sure it's nice and closed. And yeah, check it like that. All right, it's good. And I'm just going to let that tail stay here because I'll thread that through a few more beads. Speaking of beads, let's just start with these faceted little beads, the silver beads, metallic. I think I'm going to work with 5 of these. In addition to my silver bead at the end, I have 5 of these faceted little silver beads. Now let's add a crystal. And 5 more of these little beads. And a crystal. So that's going to be my pattern until I get about halfway.
I love the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight.
I'm getting close to the halfway point, so I need to start thinking about my kitty cat face here. I think I can add some more of the silver beads.
So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.
So I added 5 more beads and a crystal. I think it's time to take a close look at our focal point bead, the kitty cat face, and I do want to work in these hearts, and then the kitty cat face, and then the heart. The hearts are going to rotate, the kitty cat face is going to rotate. Everything's two-sided, so that's okay. Do I have enough wire to finish off the rest of it? I do not, so I'm going to go ahead and back off a little bit here. I'm going to come back to here. If I hadn't put on the lobster clasp from the beginning, I would have a little more flexibility, but I decided to put that on first today. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick up with the crystal and then the 5 beads.
You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. I love the things.
So the kitty cat, the heart, the crystal, 5 beads, and a crystal.
For me, it seems like you're dropping clues. There's no need to rush, so let's just take our time. Dropping everything, 'cause you're stuck on my mind. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry.
Said I was going for about 7.5, and I'm probably going to be a little bit larger than a 7.5 by the time I put the ring on here and my small bead and my crimp. And that's okay. I'm making it for an adult who loves kitty cats. I'm just going to recheck my pattern. Just going to make sure I have all my bead counts right.
I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.
Got it. I'm going to make sure all the beads are pushed down. I have that last silver bead on here. I'm going to add the crimp tube, and then I have a closed jump ring, meaning that the cut is soldered shut. It's not a regular jump ring, it's closed. You can't open it. I'm going to feed that back through a little round bead and at least one of the little faceted silver beads. I'm using my chain nose pliers. I also call them needle nose pliers a lot of times. I'm going to tighten this up, make sure all the beads are pushed down. But I do need some flexibility here, so I just moved the crimp tube down just a little bit so that would be flexible. Then take the crimping tool, read the directions on yours, but you'll find a link for all my tools and everything below the video. You have to look for the word more to find the drop-down box, where you open up with all my supplies. Let's check this. That's good. I just use clippers, or you can use flush cutters to cut off the extra wire. Let's check it on the bracelet board again. Let's fasten it. Like I said, I think it's going to be slightly over. Turns out it's more of an 8-inch. If you want more flexibility in the finished length, don't add the clasp right away. Just put a clip on it, and that way you can back off on some of the beads at each end if you'd like to. I have some chain here to make an extension chain. That's optional. Open up one of the loops. This is oval chain. Add that to the ring, the closed ring part of the bracelet. And we can add, oh goodness, maybe about an inch. You can add more or less, whatever you like. Maybe if it's for you, you don't have to add any. You can make it exactly to your size. Another option, you can take a small head pin or cut down one of your head pins and just make a little charm for the end of the chain. I'm just going to bend this at a right angle, cut it to about 1/4 of an inch like I'm making an earring, and make a loop and add it to the end of the chain. You could also wire wrap a little heart if you'd like, but if the head pin is heavy enough, you don't need to wire wrap it. Just make sure it's closed. So I coordinated this little heart charm with the kitty cat face. We have an 8.5 inch bracelet that will extend up to 9.5. This wraps up our Monday Minimalist project for the kitty cat lover in you or to gift to a friend. 2 bracelets listed in our eBay store. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki with Avante Jewellery, and I'll see you in the next video.